ready to get us started. It's Cade York, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
I think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. And Watson has it right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off on the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. Watson on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at him right now. Instead, it went against him.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback. But that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they've got it up past the 30. Field position. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding. Offense.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. They find some open field here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. After the run, Watson going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling. Has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now things may have changed for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Crosby on now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Cooper, the man in motion left. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Chubb trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, well, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Rodgers going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Bring it! Playmaker, step up. Let go. What's the deal, bro?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 9 brings up 30th.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Into a massive bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 4 yards out. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cleveland offense making their way out. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Back to throw, Watson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a give left side for Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 67 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Brought down that time by Quinn Walker. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And trouble trying the middle here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson looks to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. In motion left, that's Cooper. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He finds Watson complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers throwing here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because